Nigeria is very religious, and at the heart of the country's two dominant religions is love. But there have been episodes where religious faithful attacked one another, leaving people injured, killed, and families displaced. In our next story, Saliu Adamu Usman seeks to understand just why.
Nigeria is a deeply religious country. It has a Muslim majority in the north, and the south is widely Christian. But recent attacks on worship centers across the country are raising concerns about religious freedom in Africa's most populous nation. In Kaduna, a state in Nigeria's northwest, I met Rifkatu. She was forced to flee her home in the year 2000 after her husband, a pastor, was killed during religious crisis.
How he was killed, I cannot explain, but he was killed in the church premises. The church was burned down, and the house was burned down, and everything that we have, all the properties, including our credentials, were burned down.
Other victims of similar attacks say they are not at ease visiting worship centers.
In fact, I don't feel safe because when we go to the church, you find out that we are not at ease. When I think of what has happened and through my experience, there is a fear.
We begin to think maybe they will attack us, or bomb blasts will come, or so thing will come.
In Nigeria's south, a region dominated by Christians, some Muslims also feel unsafe. Aisha Obi is a Muslim. She shares her experience practicing her religion here in Imo State.
Apart from my father's mosque that was demolished, Olu Central Mosque that was destroyed, barely 4 months before it was destroyed again. There is a video I made. I even risked my life and went to that place. Because sometimes when we tell them all these things are happening, they don't believe us.
Ibrahim, who is also resident in Nigeria's southeast, is worried about the impact of attacks on places of worship on residents of affected communities.
We hardly go to the mosques on Jumat day. For instance, now there is mosque in Idiato, which we can't go there.
Away from the Christians and Muslims, there are followers of African traditional religion like Cletus. He also recounts the challenges he faces.
Never has anybody raised alarm that the pastor has come to destroy a shrine. Muslim and Christianity, the team against traditional people.
Meanwhile, some religious leaders in Nigeria continue to condemn all forms of violence and renew calls for tolerance.
The Muslims and the Christians in Nigeria should come together. If we imbibe that spirit of give and take, Nigeria will be El Dorado.
Nigerians better understand the faith they belong to if we want this country to be at peace.
In the eye of the law, religious practice in Nigeria is a fundamental right and shouldn't be limited.